Hello and welcome. This evening I'm going to cast the game between Janchez and Janchez, which both are here.
Hello.
Hi, what's up, everyone?
Hey, hello. Nice to have the player here. So, Tuesday I already watched the drafts, the map drafts, but so I had already some idea on maps where we are going to show up. But I had some surprise, so we are going to go on the drafts. And I thought, Janchez, you were going to pick closed map, and Xardas more open one.
Yeah, it's true, but actually, what everybody is misunderstanding, I also loving hybrid maps. But yeah, I banned Bay because I know Xardas loves Bay.
Yes.
Even has it in AoE leagues as his home map. So I thought,
Yeah, that's true.
I thought I will go with this in the right direction. But yeah, as you see, my first map, High Tides. As I said, I love hybrid maps. And this was actually a map I prepared, but we're gonna, yeah, I won't spoil anything now. Let's finish the draft.
No spoils.
Yeah, I don't think I will be able to play Bay ever again in the Colosseum tournament. Like, people are just gonna ban it at this point.
Hello, Yuzi.
My last opponent also banned the map against me because I think I'm undefeated so far on it. Like, even in practice games, I just love it. But I'm similar to Janchez. I really love hybrid maps. Like, I have a lot of practice and experience on them. So, and I think most people around our arena don't really know how to play them properly. So I think that's if you're good at them, and especially on those hidden cup maps, it's pretty good.
Actually, what I want to add to it's really shocking when I go into ladder and playing 4x that some people are really don't pay attention to the pawns on the side.
Yeah, never.
Then they are wondering, hey, why I'm losing? Why you are defeating me?
Yeah,
and so on.
Like,
And
fishing eco is crazy. Like, I see people like just
Fishing
ignoring water, which is a huge mistake. But
that's true.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt you here. So I was surprised by High Tide. I was sure Cross was going to be picked. Arabia was a sort of surprise. Bypass was something I almost expect.
Yeah, Bypass was actually was my second choice because I wasn't sure to play Gold Rush. I thought Bypass would be a good go because I also had some strategies in mind. And yeah, why not? Because the last Quarry game I saw after the game with Boya already, I said I will never ever play this map again.
Oh.
I will never ever play this map again. And I got the golden rule, which is I won't pick the same map twice as my home map, so that's why I didn't went with Gold Rush 2.
Yeah, I was kind of happy about this because I hate playing Gold Rush. Like, it's such a I don't know. I just don't really have a strategy for it, which is why I picked it over Islands. Like, in the end, I had to decide between Islands and Gold Rush, and since I know that my Islands play is kind of solid, like, nothing special, but I have builds for it, so I'm kind of more prepared for that. So I think Islands was more suitable. I was actually surprised that you let Islands through.
Yeah, because I thought you would hate Islands, so I wasn't that prepared because analyzing was a little bit harder than I thought. But yeah, I was okay with that. I said, okay, let it be Islands. I'm totally inexperienced with Islands. I actually not playing that much water maps, but yeah, we will see how I will do.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the Civ drafts.
Mm-hmm.
The Civ draft, you will see that he has scouted my Civs, like, definitely.
I was thinking about basics bans like Japanese, Persians. I was thinking Xardas was going to ban Romance.
Romance?
Yes, but I didn't watch yet the Civ draft, so...
Just started, and we will see.
Just roll it. Just roll it.
Let's go. So bans.
So I think the first thing that goes out is my
Okay,
most played Civ. Yeah,
Russians. Well,
turns the ban on Persians.
Russians were bans
This was
frequently.
Yeah. And I also think I'm never going to get Persians this tournament. If you go to my AoE Insights page, like there's
Well,
like a big
we
bar
are
of Persians and a little bit of the rest. Like, yeah.
Your next, the next opponent might watch here, so.
I don't mind. I can play a lot more.
Okay.
Georgians was obvious. Georgians was obvious.
Yeah, like I wasn't banning them because of your quarry game, because I'm sorry, but I thought your strategy on quarry with them was kind of terrible. But I saw that you played Georgians on almost any map imaginable in the last few days. So
Yeah, Japanese. So you didn't.
Japanese, I
Yeah,
always just ban
Japanese-
them. I always
Yes,
ban
but
them.
if you don't ban them, you pick them.
Yeah, Japanese
Yeah.
was actually a good ban from him. I swear I had him high on my list. I was
Yeah.
expecting the Jordan's ban, what the Japanese ban. No, not a chance.
Yeah, I always ban them. If you look at my past drafts, I always ban them because they're just way too good on like almost all the hybrid maps. And that's the one Civ that on hybrid maps I'm not really comfortable playing, so that makes sense.
And Spanish. Oh.
Yeah, he picked Bypass, and I think people watched Hidden Cup main event, and also in my practice games, like a lot of people were playing Spanish, so it was just okay.
Yeah, and
well,
can you pause it for a while? Can you pause it for a minute? Because I just wanted to explain my Vietnamese and Portuguese ban.
Baron, can you pause it?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. I just have some connection issues. Hold
Oh.
on.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay, you stop it. Fine. Yeah, the Vietnamese was clear one because I saw Xardas loves Vietnamese playing on Arabia. So I thought
Arabia. Yeah.
you're Arabia Civ, yeah, and Portuguese. I just hate them. I can't play with them. I can't win against them. And I was sure you will pick them on island. So I thought no Portuguese at all.
I was thinking about banning Portuguese for islands myself because it's the same for me. Like if I play them, they feel kind of weird. I just don't know what the correct build is, and also
It's terrible. It's like you do the right thing with them and you're still losing.
and
you are playing
like,
against them.
you should be better. You should be better than the other civs, but it feels worse for some reason. Like that's just Portuguese.
Yeah, exactly. That's Portuguese. It's weird.
But let's continue.
Let's continue.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, Armenians are just like I think it's by far the best island Civ. Like there's not even like maybe Italians, but I think
yes, for island.
Armenians definitely. Yeah.
Lithuanian, I suppose it's for high tide.
it's definitely for high tides. Yeah.
Mongols. Wait, we are waiting the next.
Just let's finish the rap.
I mean, I'm just talking about what I thought in the draft. Like I picked those for that maps. Yeah.
Armenians are going to be played on island. Okay, I know.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of obvious, I guess.
You told it, so.
I was surprised by the Aztecs pick. Like I did not expect it, and I didn't know where he would put it. At this point, I was assuming he wanted to play Aztecs on islands. At this point, or maybe Berbers, some Civ that could land me, or Aztecs with the faster production. Just maybe to go like full galley rush. I don't know.
No. Let's just finish the draft, and I will gonna tell you about my thoughts.
Yes, but I want to talk about the Civ picks on the map, so don't tell too much.
Yeah, of course.
I want to guess.
Yeah, of course. I think Hans and Franks are almost in every draft I had as well so far.
There is not enough bans.
Oh, enough bands.
And here comes the big one.
The big one, yeah. This was. Let us say that this was a game changer a bit.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk too much.
Yeah.
Because this one shook a bit my thoughts up. Let me say it like that.
Yeah. Can't even remember what the last pick is.
My last pick.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It was Morgan's.
So, 4 camel sieve and only 2 camel sieve here. Okay, so
I mean,
island.
depends on what you say about Berbers, about camels, just because Berbers have cheaper camels, not better camels, but cheaper.
Yes.
That's true.
Same for Byzantines. By the
Same
way.
for Byzantines.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
All right,
cheaper,
first game
cheaper
island.
camels is a kind of good camels.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, I think you thought about Byzantines on. Oh no, no, there is too much water maps. Islands, Byzantines on the islands. No.
Yes.
Okay.
Which
But
I a bit regret afterwards. But anyways, I don't want to talk too much, to spoil too much.
Yes,
Aztecs of
the game.
I think why? Because there is a lot, no, not a lot, but there is other hybrid maps, and you might want a Byzantines on it. But let's go to the replay. The first game.
Okay.
Here I play. So okay, so you told me. Okay, so wait at 5. Okay, I'm at 5.
All right, then 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go. So we are on Xardas. So Xardas, do you want to present the Armenians?
Sure. I think, like I already said, Armenians are like by far the strongest island civilization right now, because like all their bonuses are just really good for this map. Like, first of all, like their galleys are insane. Like galleys are supposed to be countered by like fire ships because they have high pierce armor, but the thing is, they all shoot 1 extra arrow, so that kind of negates that fire ship advantage, and you're just simply you still have better galleys than like almost every other civilization. Also, usually water maps are pretty heavy on wood, and Armenians, with their like cheaper mule cards and also with their eco bonuses, working even more efficient than they already do. It's just perfect for this map. Like I don't think any civilization can compete on water that great and still have that great of an economy behind it, which leads to great castle age timings in my opinion as well. I think that's why Armenians. I expected Byzantines, and I knew about the faster firing ships, but I was still totally fine because of like the galley buff that they have.
Okay. So now we are on Janchez, seems. Do you want to talk about the Byzantines? Janchez? We might have lost him.
Yeah, because I had some connection issues again. Sorry. Yeah, about the Byzantines.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I choose the Byzantines because I wanted to have a different approach, because I knew Armenians are gonna play it at islands, and my thought was, okay, what's best against galleys? Okay, fire galleys. So, and of course the Byzantines got a 33% faster fire galleys. Also, they got more HP on the buildings for each age. And what is also a bit underrated for landings, for example, are the cheaper trash units, like the camels, pikes, and the skirmishers. And also, what also I thought will give me an advantage was the cheaper imp, the 33%. So that's what I said. Okay, what I thought, it's a good counter against the Armenians. But we will see.
So there's one thing I'm gonna touch on right now, which is a thing of strategy, because you already see in my base that I'm going for a backdoor.
Yes.
Like, that's one of the big things, and I'm like, are you gonna side dock, front dock, back dock? Like for me, it was clear. My advantage will be in galleys, which is just like the archer on like Arabia and stuff, is a unit that is very good if you can mass it up, because then you can just hit and run, right, and just 1 or 2 shot like the fire galleys that are potentially coming in. So I need that time. Like the few seconds it takes for him to find me and to circle around my island is all time that I can use to stack up my fire galleys. Like if I go front dock, then it's harder to mass them up, right? And that's one of the reasons, especially together with me having the better economy, just going for defensive play anyway, which is why I just went back dog. I think it was actually extremely important in this matchup that I went
Makes
back
sense.
dog.
Completely. So there are 2 relics on each player island.
Mhm.
I thought there were.
There are 2. There on these islands generations. There are 2 on each player's home base, and there's like 1 on 2 on each of the neutral islands.
Yes.
So that's a lot of relics in total. Plus, technically, if I was to build a fortified church with the Armenians, I would instantly get another relic from the start, which is like kind of on the long term, especially in long games, which islands tend to do, right? It's also a long-term advantage that they have. But
I could see Aztec here.
I mean, Dowd played it in the main event of Hidden Cup. He played Aztecs on Island because of the faster production of the ships, because it doesn't only apply to military units on land.
Okay, so Xardas is going to be first to Pedal Age. There is already 1 villager missing for you, Janchez.
Oh yes,
I mean,
I saw.
Xardas is very solid on his idle TC times.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know what happened, but maybe the nerfs. And again, I'm very inexperienced in islands, and yeah, I was kind of a bit like whatever I go. I knew I was in this match the big underdog. In this game especially, I was a big underdog, and maybe some nerfs. It happens. It really happens.
Yeah, I can relate to that, because in practice games and in just online matches, like I feel like way smoother, and as soon as I play like tournaments, I get shaky and tunnel vision a lot, and like I know that feeling. It just happens.
Especially in this stage of tournaments, it's always like nerves and so on.
I think.
Especially.
Oh, really? Has it gotten worse for you then?
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear it.
Has it gotten worse for you the longer the tournament went for you, or?
A bit.
Hello,
But we're gonna talk about it later, because we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it. Yeah, but especially what I want to say, I never practiced islands. I have just not that much experience. Sometimes I played it on it. I got lucky with some wins, but I have nothing to do with islands. I need to practice this.
2 fire galley comings and 2 galley coming.
Yeah, he's doing the right thing. He's going like 2 dog, like immediate fire galley production. Already 2 queued up from each dog. Like he knows that he should be the aggressor here.
Yes, but he
Also went a bit greedy. I think I added like 1 or 2 fishing ships even, because of the slightly more time that I have to mess up my stuff. I was aiming for a fast castle age. And I can tell you, I practiced the build on islands a few times when I signed up. So. I'm already starting to mess with some galleys.
Yeah, some galley fletchings coming in.
Yeah, I was expecting his fire galleys to hit any minute, and fletching just helps so much in dealing with them. Like without fletching, you need so much more damage against them.
You were waiting to have a bit more. Very good.
Just make the first move, because I thought, maybe he has some guys ready, and I just wanted to look for his dog, because I saw, okay, no front dog, so I need to go to the back.
You have 2 baby tags, you have a scholar.
Yeah, I usually grab Horse color when I transition to the farms, which I do like midway through Feudal Age on islands usually. Because you can't invest that much into fishing ship, you have to use your dogs to produce on youth and water military units, so you kind of have to transition to farms long term. And yeah, now we can see his fire galleys already coming in. That was a bit scary because it's still 4 fire galleys. But I think
Yes.
At this point, his micro was on point, I have to say.
I think you had to go in when you just had to.
But as I said, that's the inexperience, unfortunately.
Yes. It happened.
yeah, but that's also the reason I picked Armenians and went for instant fletching, right? Because I just know that I'm gonna have to defend the fire gullies. So far I was pretty happy because like in terms of strategy, so far like my game plan just worked out beautifully there. I think we traded 4-2 there, which is still not bad for him. Like it's not by any means lost for him.
Yes, exactly. And I was still producing the fire galleys.
Yeah.
So, in the meanwhile, I also got wheelbarrow, so I just could somehow match his better economy.
Yeah, that's something that I think, in my personal opinion, is a mistake at that point. Because my reasoning is, I don't go for wheelbarrow on those maps, because wheelbarrow helps especially with farming. And right now you don't have a single villager on farms, so I think this wheelbarrow right now, I think you'd rather have the builds by now. Because it's the most efficient.
Yeah, just continue, sorry.
I think that's my point. Like, I think wheelbarrow is like doing the math. Wheelbarrow works best with farms, which you don't have a single one of. So I think at that point it's not the time for wheelbarrow. But it's just a small thing. It's just my my experience with the game or my take.
As I said, we both made different experiences on games. So, and as I said, this was my first ever island game on a tourney. So
yeah, same actually. I've never played in a tournament before. I was surprised
really?
to get to play. Yeah, I practiced it, but I have never played it in a tournament. So I was kind of surprised that it's not true.
Can you imagine?
Scary fire galley numbers at that point.
And you are both on your way to Castle Age.
Yep. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fire galleys. So that's still hard army to engage for me. I mean, right now I've got exactly what I want.
You can hit and shoot and run, which makes
Yeah,
the galley
exactly.
way more effective.
Like right now I have exactly what I was planning on getting, like the faster castle age and timing with all the upgrades, which is why I think soon you're gonna see me go forward. Yeah, exactly. But I was still surprised to see that many fire galleys from him still.
Just look at it. It's a bad fight for me. Very bad fight.
Yes.
What if you can see on the left corner, I just planned something surprising, which I thought it's gonna help me a bit. Yeah. As you can see, I was building a stable.
I had my scout.
Stable.
For so long, I had my scout between the two woodlines on the side. I was like, okay, if he's going to land me, I'm gonna see it. For some reason, I moved my scout upwards, so I didn't see it. So, right now I have no idea that this is happening. And that was a pretty good move by you, by the way. Like, this was really well played, realizing that you're probably just going to lose water at this point, having lost water, to just go for the second win condition, which is pressure me on land. I think that was perfect adaptment on your part.
Oh, it seemed just... Yep.
No, I was just going to ask Baron maybe to zoom out a bit so we can see a bit more. Maybe that helps, because he was scrolling through the map a lot, but... Yeah, maybe that might help.
Did you choose to make camels?
Yeah, we just made camels because I thought, okay, I had a cheap unit. I was betting on that he wasn't on Loom. So, because I think on Island Loom isn't a big thing. So yeah, I just made some cheap units, going to pressure him a bit. get him a bit off the water, so I can introduce some fire galleys to counter the water pressure.
Yes.
Yeah, but actually afterwards, I must say the camels wasn't the best choice.
You think so?
I should. Yes, I think I should have stick with knights for more damage on your willies and yeah, maybe to better counter the spearman because you never. Because what I'm gonna say it, you never made pikemen, just went for the spearman and.
Yeah, at this point,
know,
I was just rushing into barracks and honest for a fortified church because I didn't have anything on land. Like I was trying to pull the galleys over to help a bit. So that was perfect. Like you distracted me so much to get back on water. I think that was a perfect plan. But you were like, I had to rush up all of those buildings to have like basically anything in defense. Like at this point, I thought like, okay, I think I could potentially just lose this game right here on the spot. So my reaction is I see camels, I'm just gonna go a few spearmen, because I think spearmen against camels, just like you said, can repel camels pretty easily. Knights maybe not so much. Then again, Byzantines don't have bloodlines in any case, so I don't think how good knights. I don't know how good these knights actually are. But the siege workshop, especially on that gold, was annoying as hell. Like that was scary.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, if I'm gonna go with the monastery and some siege, it would be a good thing just to pressure you a bit more on land. But yeah, what about the Byzantine Knights? I forgot to say. The problem with them are just the missing bloodlines. They got the upgrades.
Yes,
they got the
Bloodlines is good. Isn't the missing it here wasn't really the deal. I think Knight will have made more damage, more kill, more villager kill at the beginning.
Then again,
definitely.
Then again, he has to think that I might be respawned by going for monks, which I did. So I think losing a few cheaper camels with Byzantine doesn't hurt as much as losing a few knights to conversions because of
exactly.
So yes. I think camels is actually the right play here. The camels and siege and maybe a few monks yourself, I think can work pretty well here. I think this is very on the edge, I think.
Afterwards, I thought if I would go for more monks, even with atonement, maybe I could even get you monks and have a bit of more counterplay to protect my camels, because my camels are like dog food for monks.
Yeah. Also, Byzantine monks heal double as fast, right? So you're actually getting a lot of value here.
Yes.
I think that's their team bonus even, but it comes in handy in situations like this.
Yeah, that's what I also thought about. If I got some damage on the camels, go back here and get the next strike.
Yeah, and also if you could just theoretically convert like 1 or 2 spearmen, because I didn't really have a big mass. So this is a big engagement. Finish it up now. Maybe it's not. Like, if you can convert 1 or 2 spears, suddenly I don't have spears numbers anymore, and that would change the entire fight, especially because you have such a big army of camels there. But you went for scorpions, which works just fine. If you don't lose them to Magnals.
It was also a good play to go with that many mangonels. It changed a bit because I couldn't pressure you as much as I wished to.
Hi Milan, shall I be better try to destroy the barrack? No, the barrack isn't expensive. Isn't an expensive building, and it's going to take time to destroy it with just camel.
Yeah, right here I do a bit of a mistake to lose all my spearmen like that. But one thing I'm gonna mention now, because we're still constantly fighting on the water. You kept sending in your maybe you didn't even realize, but you sent in your fire galleys like it's kind of 1 by 1 ish, so I could always take.
Yes,
if you mass Yeah, sorry.
It was just like I had a mistake with the point where they collecting point, like they were moving something I didn't want to do.
Yeah, on the main island that's kind of hard, because 2 or 3 camels I converted just killed like 2 or 3 siege units of yours. Like that relieved a lot of pressure. But you killed, I think, 4 monks there as well, so it's not too bad. But yeah, like I was saying, like if you were a bit like if that mistake didn't happen and you just messed up some fire galleys, you could have even contested an arm in water. But
Yeah, easily. It was just like I sometimes got the problem with the collecting points. As I said, they are going to points where I didn't want them to have.
Yeah.
And sometimes it really breaks my neck. It's not only with the galleys, it was sometimes with villagers and so on and so on.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I feel you.
I have 1,000 examples. I had over 1,000 of games of AoE, so it's strange.
Yeah.
There was a scorpion teleportation during the fight here.
Oh really? I didn't see that.
I can't roll back, but
No. I'm just gonna watch it on the video after. That's fine. So I was like,
this was game changing.
oh,
I was
going too hard.
I was having none of it. I was like, okay, that's just.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, that was a 2-for-1. That was a nice ground attack. I'm pretty proud of myself because I ground attacked in between the mangonels. I was having none of it at this point. Like I'm just gonna try to completely stop this pushing over the castle because at some point I need to keep focusing on water again. So I was trying to rush up the castle.
Yeah, this was kind of a game-changing move, to be honest.
You mean the castle or the 2-for-1? Yeah,
Both.
Yeah. If I don't get the mangonel trade, then the castle maybe might not get up, may not come up. And... yeah, now I try to put my focus back on water again.
Did 3 Bargali.
Like it's kind of hard for me to really do a lot of damage. Like I can keep control over water with those, but the thing is, his island, if you look at the shape, it's just way bigger. Mine's kind of how do you call it, thin? It's kind of slim, yeah, and his is really big. So I don't, no matter where the galleys are, I can't really pressure his land. I can control the water, but I can't really kill builder buildings. Like it's just
a lot of work. You are good.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It was. I had just my mind was all over the place. Over the place after looting.
I know that feeling. It's happened.
That's the nature of the game. But if it makes you feel any better, like I had tons of idle builds in my base as well. Just look right now, like.
Yes. 20.
Oh. And I'm Armenians. Like I shouldn't be having those problems in the first place because I haven't looked right.
Oh, nice.
Like,
he had first world problems for sure. Yeah, but also what I wanted to say is, it's just like at this point I was a bit fed up to use the push. I knew what was going to happen. The score was crazy. I couldn't really catch a break. I lost another dog. Yeah, the only thing I was hoping for is just to get up to Imperial. And this was the last try I could pick.
Oh, so you are okay.
yeah, he gets to imp before
Okay,
me.
you sold all your wood.
Yeah. And I just
Fight
tried
your way to him.
get somehow the resources to go to him. Because all I was thinking about, go to him, get out maybe some Romans. The upgrade for the fire galleys, the Greek fire, the unique tag. Yeah, this was my next step.
This is kind of a pincer attack, which was really scary because this was hard to look from. Fortunately, I realized that if I didn't, like all my galleys would die right there because I right-clicked on the block. But fortunately, I realized I still take heavy losses here.
Yes, but you are still 29 because you are still producing at home.
Yeah, but there's not that much at home.
10 here.
But the thing is, like, even then, I think he took a perfect trade. Like, fire galleys are cheaper, and look at this, like, as soon as my numbers shrink, it takes so long for me, like, I still lost a lot there. But if you waited for your fast fire tech and to then engage with your army, maybe that was the play. Maybe you were a bit impatient there. Also, one thing, you sent, when I watched the replay, you sent the transport ship here, but you never unloaded the villagers until I came and put the castle in the middle.
Yeah, because I was afraid of the guys that you would immediately kill them.
Yeah, I think
because you were everywhere on water.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, from here I was like, yeah, okay, I think the way for me to not throw this or to nail this down is to try to get a hold of the middle castles and the resources, and of course the space. So I try to contest them. Like, right here, he's like 1 im timing ahead of me, basically. So if he can put that to good use, then he might still be in this.
Yes.
That was scary.
30 Wagali to think. And,
Yeah, but still, like,
you're
missing
the armor check on ship and the and also you were going to miss the faster moving speed on ship too.
Who was missing it?
Janchez.
Janchez.
Yeah, because as I said, I have no idea about water maps, about water play, so
okay.
I completely forgot about shit right, about whatsoever attack. The only thing I knew was about the Greek fire unit tech. This was all about what I was thinking about.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, it's still the most important. It's still the most important one. So now you get you got the unique tech, which I think makes your fire galleys more tanky. Is that right? Do they get more range? No, they get more range, I think, right? Or am I...
Yes, more range.
Yeah, they get more range, I think. Yeah, so the faster attacking is the Civ bonus, and the +1 range is the castle tag, right?
Yeah.
I was hitting no shot, so at this point I was like, okay, time for ballistics. And if you look at the HP here, like, you're actually doing kinda well in that fight.
I definitely would.
Which I had to fight back to the castle. But yeah.
I would. Yeah, castles everywhere. As you said, castles everywhere.
And heated shot coming. Oh.
Yeah, I was like, heated shot and bracer is kind of just a nail in the coffin at that point.
Yeah, it was definitely, but what I can say about it, for my first island game, I did that bad, but it could be definitely better. So I think I will pick island the next couple of tourneys if it's in a mod pool. Definitely I'm going to practice it because it wasn't a bad map at all. I was actually a bit happy about the result because I was gotten the budget. I hold myself up a bit.
Yes.
No, you did.
Maybe
you did. Your
landing
landing was really good. Your landing was perfect.
Yeah, and you had constant fire galley production. If you just sharpen up on your knowledge with like what tags are relevant and stuff, and maybe a bit of the few of the builds, but then I think you could be one of the better island players. Yeah, I was surprised because I'm pretty confident in islands usually.
Yeah, I hadn't got any kind of like I wasn't unconfident. I was just like, yeah, whatever. Just do your best. I'm gonna lose this game one way or another. Just try it. Just try it out. Make some experience. And as you said, if I maybe sharpen a bit my knowledge about the map, maybe I could really pick it up more often.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe with another Civ, with Vikings, with Italians, with Portuguese, whatsoever.
Yes.
Maybe try something else.
And like the beauty about islands is, everyone else hates it, right? So nobody else can really play it. Like if you practice it, like and you can pick it as a home map, or in this case, like if it gets to being a neutral map, then you can have a huge advantage.
Yeah, definitely. This one was a good experience, actually. That's what I was going for, just to make the experience with the map. And yeah, this one was actually for me a good game, despite losing it.
No, I agree.
Because I knew the result, but yeah, I just did my best without any knowledge and so ever.
Okay.
But-
So next
Okay.
map might be high tides or bypass.
I mean, let's not say anything. Let him guess the map and let him guess the civs.
Okay. So I think it's going to be high tide.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
high tide, I think Xardas is going for Lithuanians and I see.
Okay. Wait. Sorry. Let's do this a different way. You are wrong about high tides.
Okay, so it's not high tide. So it's
It's
bypass.
not high tides. It's not bypass.
It's not bypass.
Once again, just in my first round, my opponent picked my Arabia as game 2.
Okay, Arabia.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, now you can guess the civs.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Yeah, this is hard, man.
Well,
This is hard.
how do you
was
see
thinking
why
a lot
okay
there.
on Arabia? And I would they are all good. I'm going to go for Mongols
Wrong.
Makes sense. That's a reasonable pick.
Makes sense with wrong.
because I think it's the meta pick. But
I
no.
was expecting Mongols. I'm gonna say it right now. I was expecting Mongols.
Okay, so it
I
wasn't
gotta say-
Mongols. Okay.
What I gonna say it, I knew you were gonna expect the Mongols, but
Yeah.
I expected from your side either Franks or Hindustanis. Let me say this, and it was a 50-50. And let me say this before we're gonna watch this map. I choose
I
Arabia first
I didn't
because
say
I
which
was
series
sure-
was going to pick.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say what I
Okay.
picked or whatsoever. I just say the reason why I picked Arabia, because in my thoughts I was like, okay, this is the map. I knew which Civ I gonna take. I was 100% sure which Civ I gonna take.
That's
And because the
interesting.
Civ draft,
So sorry, but that's very interesting because looking at the map and the Civ draft, Arabia was the only map I had no clue about what you were gonna play. Like I had a Civ for you for each map except Arabia, and now you're telling me like, yeah, Arabia was the one map where I was sure what I'm gonna play.
what I gonna pick, I was definitely sure, but the other ones I was just thinking in my head. I had two candidates for high tides. I had two candidates for cross. I had two candidates for bypass.
Oh,
And
you mean so
as I said,
the one Civ? Okay, yeah.
yeah, and there was only one Civ for Arabia and one Civ for Ireland. And I said, okay, I'm gonna play the match first, where I knew I'm gonna pick which Civ, and then I'm gonna decide later on. So
All right.
I could see. Okay. So. Let's go. Let's watch this.
Let's go.
Okay.
You're gonna be so surprised, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Aztec Hindustanis. Okay!
Yeah. Are you? Let me know when you're in 5.
Yes, it's loading.
Yeah.
And I'm at 5.
All right, then 3, 2, 1. Let's jump in.
Hey, so why Aztec, Janchez?
Well, Aztecs. As you know, Aztecs got 11% faster recruiting,
Yes.
better military production. Also, the 50 gold at the start plus helps you with some man-at-arm, archer rushes, whatsoever. Yeah. Also, you get as a team bonus the 33% relic bonus. Like for one relic, you get 33% more gold.
Yes.
And of course, if you stay with the monk theme, also you get the what's it called? The 5 HP plus
5,
for
yes.
each tech you got.
Hit point.
Yes, and yeah, and because I knew either Franks or Hindustanis are gonna pick, I was sure okay, monks would be a good key to that, and yeah, maybe some eagles, maybe pikes. We will see. So I thought Aztecs was actually a good pick, but yeah, the more the game goes, I had some other doubts. But let's Xardas talk about Hindustanis.
Yeah, thank you. Well, that was smooth, man. That was a smooth transition. gonna tip my hand for this one. Yeah, as you can see now, for some reason, I didn't find as many sheep as I'm used to, so I had some bit of not food gathering time under my TC. Yeah, that was a bit sloppy. I'm also not a big fan of my lumber camp there. Yeah, not the best start for me. That's not the only like kind of weird stuff I do in this game, but we're gonna come to that as well. Hindustanis, yeah, I was thinking he was gonna play either Aztecs or Mongols here, or maybe even Malians. The thing with Hindustanis, for those who don't know, they have the highest win rate on Arabia 1v1 right now. I also do some weird stuff with my sheep again.
Yep.
But Hindustanis are the #1 civ on open land maps right now, because they're just, not because they're necessarily powerful themselves, but the reason why they're so good is they have an answer for literally everything. Like, they have Farm Ring, they have supplies from Men at Arms, which is a good like meso counter. They have like one of the best, if not the best, camels in the game. They have the Gulam, which can deal with eagles, which can deal with archers. Like, Hindustanis, they even have like the +9 range hand cannons, which there isn't really a clear-cut counter to, right? So Hindustanis, especially with me like not exactly knowing what he's going for, I was like, okay, this is very good into Mongols, because like my camels will just destroy everything that Mongols will try to make. And the second thing is, yeah, like I said, they're so flexible, they can counter everything. And
Yeah.
that's why I picked them here. Like, and also another thought that went into this was, I was sure he was trying to play Burgundians on bypass, and Hindustanis is the closest civ to Burgundians, because they're kind of similar, right? Like, they kind of both can play cavalry, they both want to play hand cannoneer push maybe bombard cannons. And I was like, if that's his home map, he might have more experience with that kind of play, if he picks Burgundian. So I don't want to make it some sort of like similar or like mirror match in that map, because he might just be better at that. So I wanted to go Franks and bypass them, which is why I picked him, which allowed me to pick Hindustanis here. It was just a safer approach, because I wasn't really
actually,
bypass.
Actually, I say it was a good approach. What I also want to mention, because you asked me why Aztecs, it's just like Aztecs on Arabia. It's like with other things like drones and so on. It's like maybe some bit untypical, but I just love them to play them on Arabia. I got so my 3-2 main Arabia civs, and Aztecs is definitely one of them.
Yeah, okay. I can see why. Like, they used to be top meta for Arabia, or they have been top meta for Arabia for a reason, right? Like, for years now. And like, for over a decade, I think. So, yeah.
Awkward to play, but if you know how, because I also got a lot of experience with Aztecs, it's a good set definitely to play.
Yeah. And quickly for the Hindustanis, what is also pretty underrated is their discount on villagers, because that's a bonus that you will always make use of, right? Yeah, like, you're always gonna make villagers. It's not an easy, like, or it's not a hard bonus to play around.
Definitely.
And also, like, especially against like Meso or Mongols, like, it's either Hussar or Eagles that are gonna rate your economy, and it's so much easier with Hindustanis to just replenish the villagers because they're just cheaper. Exactly. Yeah. So I think that sums it up pretty well.
Okay, and you are already on the way to Feudal Age, so we are going to see the opening.
Let me tell you, my initial
plan.
Huh?
I just saw the militia.
Yeah, you know I love the 2 militia rush. Like, that's a strategy I often go for, but that wasn't my plan. My plan against Aztecs usually is 100% going Men at Arms. I will 100% open Men at Arms, but the thing is, I screwed up my build order so much that I was like, okay, this is not going to be a smooth economy if I play Men at Arms, which is why I kind of adapted, and I went like, okay, let's just do 2 militia to buy some time to get my economy rolling. So these 2 militia were more like, okay, I screwed up, I need to buy some time now.
And I was initially going for Men at Arms, but yeah, I actually cancelled the plan because some things with my economy doesn't went right. Maybe it was because of the deal push didn't went well as I expected. I don't know. This game I didn't lose a will to Boar. But yeah, just some things didn't work as much as I planned. But yeah, I tried. I tried my best just to defend the 2 militia barrage. I even followed him to the toilet. with them.
Yeah.
You are doing what he wants. Follow me.
Yeah, I was happy. I was happy with this. This was like, okay, let's just keep them busy. Like one thing is, like, you invested into 3 militia, I only invested into 2. So I'm kind of happy just distract you. Like, I was expecting them to turn into men-at-arms at any point, by the way, which is why I spent a lot of time walling up my base at that point. Because I was like, okay, if those turn to men-at-arms, I don't want them to get in. But let's just see what happens.
To be honest, I was also expecting to go man-at-arms, but yeah, it just didn't work out. I just made a spear to kill your scout. I only see it, but
Yeah,
it's always a good
no.
move.
We just saw it on stream. Yeah, I like that. Against Sith that don't have an eagle, I always go for the 1 or 2 spears to finish up my walls to just get rid of that scout threat. Yeah, you can see it in my base now. I was like, okay, now my militia are dead and he's close to my base, so let's just wall up on the right side. And so I was like, okay, they're on the right side. I have plenty of time to just wall this up. But then, as you can see on my wood line, something's happening. On my wood line, the tree was chopped, unfortunately. So, my whole game plan of not leaving the base wide open, yeah, didn't really accomplish.
Don't really walk.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a tree at that.
Yes, here.
Now, like, I could have just fought that with the Wills, but if Man-at-Arm kicks in at any point, all these Wills are gonna die. And I already had some units in defense, so it was like, okay, let's just walk them back. And try to defend this with TC and straggler trees for the time being. But still, good job finding the hole. A lot of people would have just went around there.
Yeah, by the time I planned my own strategy at home, I wasn't sure to go about two range archers or just archers to mix in with some eagles in case he's going for something like archer whatsoever. So I just decided to go archer eagles. Just got the new build order picked up by Hera.
Yeah, I thought that. Like, that was I was thinking. Like, you're definitely gonna play that because Hera just posted it.
Yes.
Yeah, I just thought, just give it a go. Nobody really knows that much that build, but I said, okay.
It was perfect because he's doing Skirman Archer.
Yeah, I kind of had to do Skirman Archer because I know, like, I would assume he's on a range. So I was like, I have to go some skirmishers, but if I go only skirm, the eagles will kill me, so I have to mix in some archers. Because a few archers in Feudal Age against eagles is actually decent.
Yeah, especially in Feudal Age where the armor for the eagles aren't that high.
Exactly.
Anyone expected. And yeah, as you can see, I have to say, Micro was dope. Dope, I have to say it. We're right here, right now.
Yeah.
Even with the galleys now with the eagles.
Yeah, you pulled your archers to chase my will, so your archers weren't fighting the whole time. That's more of the reason why I won this, because I could focus on the eagles, and why I killed the eagles, your archers didn't hit my army.
Yeah,
that
was what was I regretting afterwards, because I thought, okay, if I get the eco kill fine, I can go backwards and just take the fight later. I haven't got even fletching at that moment, so I said, okay, I'm gonna wait for fletching and then take the fight. In the meantime, I'm gonna just distract him a bit, try to snipe a will. Yeah, but just what type from Xardas at this moment. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now I saw you had a lot of archers, so I was kind of happy. Like, it's always so scary against Aztecs. Because you never know when they're gonna commit to eagles. And I didn't see fletching on the archers at that point. I was clicking at them and I saw your massive archers, you did not have fletching. You're only gonna get it in a few seconds. But until I see fletching, I have no idea. Maybe you have 10 eagles on the field. Like, you never know, and that's like the hard part about playing against it. Because you only see the eagles when it's too late. So I'm taking a bit risk being out here, but I was like, okay, now he has fletching in. So he's not gonna have that many eagles in the field. That was my thought process here, so... That was what encouraged me to engage, actually.
Well, and you will also... while you are spending going up to Castle Age, I was again suffer for wheelbarrow.
Yeah, but that's fine. Like you have 16 farms at this
some
point.
farms.
Yeah,
That's the right. Like shortly before Castle Age, wheelbarrow is a good choice.
yeah, definitely. As I said, I always try to get wheelbarrow just before Castle Age, just to also engage with more fights. Again, you don't have to macro that often. You haven't got that much idle wheels. By
Yeah.
the way, I see my idle TC time is terrible somehow.
No,
but
that's just very good to
yeah.
to idle TC.
I don't know why.
I think idle TC is my trademark, like my signature thing at this point. Like, and no matter who I play against, they're always like, "Man, you're idle TC time."
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Janchez, you want to say something?
I just don't know how this could happen, but anyway, I have seen also I wasn't that much on gold, and after seeing you went for again for many archers, many skirms, and so my next thought was, okay, I need to change my plan. I can't go archers anymore. You will definitely out micro me, so I need eagles. I need eagles as much as possible, and just to finish the job somehow. In any possible way before it goes later. It goes later to the later stage, because in the later stage, Hindustani is going to destroy Aztecs. The Gulam, long swords, hand cannons in him, and my only thought was get the job as early as possible done. And if you can see later,
definitely the right approach.
as you can see in my base, I don't know.
Yes.
I went for 3 barrack eagles, like 3 barracks was on the way, and what also I was planning to go for a siege push with monks, in case he would change his mind whatsoever, and yeah, monks are just broken. So I tried to mix in with something, because there's also a trademark game for me with Aztecs, for the Monk Eagle Siege Deathball push. And at this point I thought it should have been the right play, especially if he went up for crossbows.
And the thing is, I kind of have to stick, as long as I don't have Gulam or hand cannons, I kind of have to play with a range in early feudal, early Castle Age, because like I don't have knights, and what's Camel gonna do against Aztecs? Like literally nothing. Like I don't need to stable in this game. Like it's just how this game turns out to be. One thing I wanted to touch on, which might be interesting for people playing Hindustanis themselves. Usually I'm a big fan of getting wheelbarrow before Castle Age. The thing why I didn't do it, I wanted to produce vills instead of wheelbarrow because I'm Hindustanis, and I wanted to make use of my villager bonus. Like I thought maybe it was more efficient to go for villagers instead of wheelbarrow, because it's just massive, right? Massive puts villagers to good use. So that's the reason why I don't have it just yet.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly like you're telling, like Hindustanis, if they get to late game, they're just way better, and they're great at producing villagers. So I went for the immediate free TC. Like I knew I had the timing lead, and
yeah, definitely. That's why I just wanted to go now as early as possible to Castle Age, even despite you being earlier. And yeah, as you can see, I sold my stone. I knew that you will go for a boom, because it pays off with Hindustanis. And yeah, at one point I just wanted to send the eagles forward, get rid of those army you had. I even saw you went on front stone just to make the Gulam to counter the eagles, so I needed to do something, otherwise it would be GG for me.
Yeah, I couldn't describe it better. You had the perfect game plan there. I don't think you can. If I get to Gulam and defensive castles, I don't think you can win. So
yeah.
And selling the stone, going for 1 TC all in eagles is the only play you have right here. I definitely agree. That is the best game plan you could have come up with. Also, what I'm going to mention right now, this forward stone was terrible from me. I have the backward stone. I didn't need to move out there, but I didn't find it. I looked around and it was behind my market. I didn't see it. It was hidden. Like, of course, now it's easy to spot, but in the moment when you play,
yes,
I had no idea. I looked around. Where's my second gold? I should have some gold in my base somewhere. But that was an error on my part. I should have known that the stone was there from scouting it from Feudal Age, but I didn't see it, so I had to walk out to the front, which he's obviously now contesting with his eagles. And that's the point where I was like, okay, shit, here's the eagle nest coming. I was like, let's try to do a bit of hit and run, but like at this point he has both he has both armor upgrades. I'm not gonna do anything to those eagles.
But your reaction was very good, that you went immediately for the longswords. I actually didn't knew that they have supplies. Like the Hindustanis.
I didn't do supplies. I did not do supplies at that point. I didn't. Because I wasn't planning on going that unit long term. I only needed like a few as long as you spammed your eagles. So I needed to have them on the field fast, so I couldn't afford supplies here. Like I was rushing out of barracks, and I think that I even go for a third barracks because like I see all these eagles, and I'm like shit. I'm gonna need some longsword in my eco as soon as possible. Which is why I rushed down the barracks, I rushed down the armor, I rushed down squires, didn't wall behind it, and now your eco, like your eagles, you have your win condition right there. Your eagles are in my base.
Yeah.
That's rough.
At this point I was also very confident to, I said, okay, the GG is, I think about, it's just a matter of time, but I saw all, and now I see also you have everything on gold. I don't know, do you have a market? Yeah, you have. So
I have a market,
you had enough time to sold something. I went just for my push as planned. Siege workshop, monastery, to just defend, just in case to make some scorpions against the longswords. They are actually coming here.
You did a beautiful thing in my base. Every time there was like the longsword isolated, you immediately jumped on it to kill it as fast as possible. That was very well played by you. Like, for example, with longsword, you were like, okay, let's kill this guy. Like before he does any bonus damage.
It was the only way to not get countered.
And when I saw that, I was like, okay, let's put the longsword gathering point under the TCs, so they might give up first, and if you jump on them, you might lose them. But look at this, like you have a 13-0 eco KD. But for me at this point, I can call myself lucky having Hindustanis because I have an easier time to replenish the bills, and I'm also like, you have to kill a lot more than this than right now in order to completely kill me. Because I'm on 3TC and you're on just 1. Like I have less idle time. I have less idle time on my 3TCs than you have on your 1. So I think at this point I'm kind of fine.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I just want to at this point. I just want to try to somehow continue the push. As you see, I made some scorpions. I just went for forward barracks. And just try to get somehow pressure. But also, as I saw you went for the longsword, I said, okay, maybe I should go also to counter your longswords for my better longswords with gambesons, supplies, and whatsoever, and just mix things down a bit, so that I can later go maybe back to eagles before you get to Gulam. So that was my next step. But yeah, just let's continue watching and see how it goes.
Yeah, maybe our host can say something. He hasn't talked in a while.
No, I let you talk.
What do you think so far?
I really like this game.
Yeah.
I think you were a bit over the board because you made too much siege workshop, which are not producing. But I really like how it's going.
At this point I was afraid that he might like mix in a lot of monks to just convert my units, but I can't deal with everything right. I was very surprised by his choice to counter my longswords with his own longswords. That was kind of interesting. Like yeah, they have gambesons, but the gambesons doesn't help in a direct fight between the two longswords, right? It only helps with tank and the TC. I think in terms of quality in a one-on-one fight we're kind of even. No, we're not, because you have forging and you have all the upgrades. Okay, so that then you're the better, definitely. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, definitely. So I thought it was the right choice at the moment, but yeah, then you went back for the crossbows. and that changed a bit.
Yeah, and then the spoiler, but I'm just about to do it, I think. I'm gonna do that soon, like...
Yeah, but I don't think it's a spoiler, it's... Okay, it's a spoiler, whatever.
No, oh, no, they are not here yet, the crossbow.
I also I saw that he's gonna pressure my base with heavy siege, so I was like, let's be safe, let's expand to the other side, like so to the TC, to the west.
Yes, here.
To the bottom of the map, yeah. And, at this point I felt pretty confident, I was like, okay, I've weathered the storm, my eco has to be better. Like, I had no idea, but I just assumed that he was still like in 1 TC, but he's adding 2 TCs himself now. Which at that point he has to do, because after the push dies out, you have to try to boom back into the game.
Why is there so much villager here?
I don't know that actually.
I don't know. That's at from my side. That's actually what I said with the collection.
Ready point. Oh, you had
spawn points.
Okay.
It's just sometimes it was just terrible. I thought, what are they doing? Why are they here?
Yeah.
We should be at the moment mine some golds, go for waters whatsoever, but not staying here and just get eaten up by launch shields.
Yeah, and I still sent some villager to the stone trying to be greedy and get it for some reason, but I don't know what I did there. I have no idea.
I like this stone. Oh, you found it.
Yeah, eventually I was like, holy shit, there it is. Like, that could have saved me a lot of trouble, but... didn't.
Yeah, 50C for you. I just added the third one. Yeah, and I just... I needed to do something. Maybe to rebuild rebuild myself a bit and
maybe
try to find somehow pressure before our castle, just to get some Jaguars to counter your long sweats and go back to Eagles.
Oh, I haven't thought about Jaguars, yeah, true.
Yeah.
I did not think about Jaguars at that point.
Because
yes, but you are making crossbows, so Jaguar won't be.
Yeah, but if he has an answer to the Gulam in that case. And Gulam is like the best unit against Aztecs.
Yes.
With the exception of the Jaguar. Because they do bonus damage against eagles, and also they have... Like, a Gulam is basically an eagle that counters eagles. That's how you would describe a Gulam, maybe a bit slower.
I want this stuff.
Yeah, at this point I was like, okay, I have crossbows on the field now. I was wondering why these longswords are so tanky, but of course, yeah, Gambesons, yeah, now that you mention it. But they took a lot of shots.
on guys, I just got some... I just got a disconnect somehow. Can you hear me guys again?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you have to go back, keep some alive.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You want to, you are going next skirmisher.
Yeah, because I needed to counter some of the archers, because...
By the way, look at this Imperial Age. Keep a close eye on this Imperial Age.
I won't say anything.
Yeah, no, but just watch it.
Just watch it and watch it.
You're going to cancel it?
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what no Elo... no, I was about to say League of Legends. What low Elo Age of Empires looks like. Who knows?
Hello. I don't see Janchez destroying this TC right now, so You might cancel it.
You will see. You will see. Oh, I can be proud of myself. Xada set has finally more idle TC than me. Yay!
Or 5 accumulated.
Yes, but 152 villager. Okay.
I kind of overruled this game, I'm not gonna lie. So Imp is almost in for me, like we're 30 seconds close, like, and bam, there it's gone. And I had to re-queue it.
Okay.
I was shaking my head at that point. I even let go of my mouse and my keyboard when that happened. I was like, oh, am I really so stupid? Am I really going to throw this game now? Like I was trying to unqueue my villagers because I realized that I overboomed at that point and I accidentally clicked away the end. So. By the way, I saw his forward TC. You got really unlucky, Janchez, because one of my longswords followed a villager that was running up there, and was just in range of the TC for me to see it. So that's why I sent.
Definitely the height to get out of here.
No, you can deny this. You can deny this. You can just send this army here. That's what I thought. This army could have defended this, I think. But you chose to run, which I can also understand. But yeah.
I think you thought he was soon to... Janchez thought you were soon to be Imperial. I mean, look at your res.
Yeah, if you cancel Imp and you have to, like... If you go up to Imp, you save a lot of resources on the way up to get all the tax rights, but now I have to wait the second time.
But you're...
So all the resources start to stockpile.
You were
up.
pop cap too, so...
Yeah. At this point, I think it's fair to say that it's gonna be very hard for Janchez to come back. Like, Hera mentioned in one of his videos that he thinks that 1TC pushes are easier than playing the like more TC economy approach. And for me, I think maybe Janchez agrees, especially, let's take this game as an example. I think this game shows that that's not always necessarily the case, because if you go 1TC, you have to kill. Like in this game, this is over because I just didn't die, right? Like I just kept my eco rolling, so I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe he thinks differently about it, but... Oh, Garland Wars, he even went for the Garland Wars, okay. +4 attack on infantry, or is it +5? I'm not sure. +5 or 4 on the infantry.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's +4 actually.
Yeah, 5. Farimba is
the Garland Wars.
Yeah, Farimba is 5, Garland Wars is 4. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now I can
Farimba was +5, Garland was 4.
Yeah. Yeah, with my delayed imp and therefore with like tons of resources, I was like, okay. Gulam it is, let's get more HP on the castles to not lose any position.
Yeah, but at this point I just knew it was over. I just knew it was over, I just wanted to try to get a last fight somehow. And yeah. It was a bit disappointed for me. I tried my best somehow. I just realized very late that, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't a good game for me at this point. As you can see, my castle is gonna go pressed down soon. The Gulams will be all over the place.
Yeah, the Gulams were
not the game over, but I just don't try to give up.
Yeah, I was wondering when you would call the GG. Yeah, the Gulams were just in time to be able to that was...
He tried to put TC here. Just tried to put TC here.
Oh yeah, He tried to put it. Oh yeah, these villagers are gonna walk to their death. Yeah, I think Janchez was trying to expand anywhere where he would be safe because I was pushing into his main ecos.
Yeah, by the way, I just sent the wills there because I never scouted this area. I thought there was gold that I can sneak, but yeah, it was just like
there was gold
self-assassination or something. I don't know what
It was
should call it.
right.
Yeah, that's the end of the game.
Yes.
Boom will call
So,
the
game
GG.
3. Game 3. Did you pick this map again? No. You won't have picked cross. And I want to see a bypass. So I'm going to say... Oh yes, I have to update this card. Thanks, Hera. Always forgot. Oh, I was repeating that I
And this is that castle I built there was like, dude, resign please. Let's go into the next game. Yeah, but once again, Janchez had the completely right idea in terms of strategy. Like, I respect that.
Oh, we lost him again. Nice. Just a second. We are going to end the game. Okay.
Yeah, he's about to follow, I think.
Hey!
And Janchez is back. I think we lost him.
No. I'm back just a minute. I just got a problem with my device. Can you hear me again?
Yes?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
I just now was saying, once again, in this game, you had like the completely right idea in mind in terms of strategy. Like, the same as you had in game 2, yeah, like you always have, and I think that's even more important than any sort of micro and flashy stuff. I think you have the right strategy ideas, which I can respect a lot. Because in both games you did all the right things, maybe just at the wrong timings or like maybe a bit not with the best execution. But still.
Yeah, definitely what I need to work on is my execution if it comes to the micro and even in the dark stage. When I saw the idle TC in game, I never thought I would have that much idle TC whatsoever. But if you saw the replays, I was like, how did that come from?
Yeah. No, but I think in general that shows that, like, I think having a good mindful strategy is way more important because everything else is way easier to fix.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Next
what
map.
do you think? What map did you pick now?
I want to see a bypass.
It's match point.
No.
I'm not going to say I'm not going to say we're not going to see bypass, but I'm going to say that we're not going to see bypass for the next game.
Okay, so it's high tide. Right?
Maybe. Yeah, it's high tide.
Maybe.
He picked
High tide.
But like him picking cross, actually, I was expecting maybe not to pick cross because maybe he's gonna pick cross. Because when I scouted him, a little bit of inside info, because you can scout your players and people do that very frequently in the Colosseum. I realized that he has played a lot of 4 legs on the ladder in the last few days and weeks, and he won almost all of the games. So I was like, maybe I don't necessarily need to pick cross, but I went for he banned Bay, and cross was the next thing even closest to Bay. So
yeah,
so,
what I gonna add to that? I almost won all of the games if I never got Britons or Portuguese. I swear the rent just to make some rent for the random Civ thing.
Yeah.
I swear to God, even every time I pick random, I get either Portuguese or Britons or Celts, and that's. I swear it's like, dude, is it random or do you pick just a Civ I don't like to play? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So, Baron. Do I call you Baron? I don't know.
Yes, call me Morgan Baron.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you Baron. That sounds fine.
Baron.
Okay. That's
what-
just my title, but okay.
So, what do you think? You're pretty safe on Lithuanians for me
Yes.
on high tides, but what do you think about Janchez?
I don't think it's Burger John's. I played Chosen Blade, and he picked Malians, and I think Malians are good on high tide. But I could see Berbers and Mongols. But I have
Okay.
only one civ to pick, so I want to stay on Malians.
We will see.
You
All
will
right.
see. As always.
I'm gonna wait at 8 seconds this time because I screwed up. But you can load it up. It's a sick dragon in the background there with your wallpaper.
Okay, Berber. I'm not. I'm not so surprised.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Because like, if he's set on me picking Lithuanians, then one of the strongest units Lithuanians have is probably their cavalry. So picking Berbers of cheaper camels makes sense a lot. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
Malians have
you're
camels.
already. Oh, can you pause? Can you pause?
Yes. Oh crap.
Just pause, and I'm just gonna catch up.
32.
32. Okay, I'm gonna catch up with you. So then we can cast this. So 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Go.
And I'm just gonna start by telling Janchez that he got pretty unlucky with picking this as a home map. Because, like, I mean, maybe not unlucky, but I love my hybrid maps. Like, I always try to play them. And I used to play Bay and Cross, but I realized that people are going to ban Bay, so I was considering to play High Tide as my next, like, my own home map. If if you didn't pick it, I would have picked it second after Cross. And I even practiced my builds on this map, because this map isn't like any other hybrid map, because this time the shore is actually a long way away. So the generic builds don't always work as they are like on like any spreadsheets and stuff.
Guys,
Because the villager has to walk a very long time to the top there. So
yeah, that's true.
And the reason why Lithuanians, in my opinion, are so good here is the plus 100 food that you get makes it so they can get away with a generic uptime with still sending the will early to dock. And that's the great part about them. Like, they have an early uptime, the rush distance is very short, they have faster spears and skirms, so you can go spear skirm pressure on land with all the food you get from the fish eco, and you can contest the fish eco way faster. Or you get to the fish eco way faster than any other civ. Maybe besides Mongols, but that's besides the point. I think that's what makes Lithuanian such a good civ here.
Yeah, that's true. I just can 100% agree. By the way, High Tides was also a map I practiced on with my practice partner.
Yeah.
And I also thought about Berbers, just to say it, because the fasting moving villagers in Arcade, of course, the 5%, later the 10%. Also the faster moving ships, this means warships or even the fishing ships are moving 10% faster.
Mm-hmm.
And the key thing why I thought also I could make good pressure with Berbers, especially in Castle Age, as you said, the cheaper stable units, and just because I was sure you will pick Lithuanians, but I was just torn between Mongols and Berbers. I said, okay, Berbers, I just can mass and just keep it up somehow. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't expect you to be that good on High Tides, to be honest, that you practice. I never expected it, but I thought, because I made a good experience in practice, so I thought, this could be a good home map.
Yeah, no, I definitely see it. Again, that's what makes Lithuanians so good. Like, they can already send the villager to dock, and they can still get away, like, with all this walking time. Like, this walking time is not only the will not doing anything, but it also means that your dock and the ships are delayed, right? So the food income is just not there for a generic build. So Berbers is actually really smart here. Yeah, you're already going for the dock yourself. But yeah, your lumber camp in the front, that's a bit... Oh no, you fixed it, because your villagers were walking around the entire woodline for a second there. Yeah, and at this point, yeah, I'm just patrolling. Like, if you play this map, anyone who's watching, never send your build up there alone. Just always, like, let it be accompanied by the scout. Right here, I'm scouting if you put a dog up there, and unfortunately, I moved up and down all around this island and on this like short little river entrance. I did not see your dog. Like I was going back and forth all the time, but it was really smart from you to just hide your dog in the back because that's where I would look like the least. So for now, I was assuming that you haven't even docked because I didn't see it.
Oh.
I
So
see.
here we have to put the dock on the small island with gold. That's better because you are closer to the deep fish.
I mean, it's not necessarily better if he just wants his dog to be hidden or safe. Like this,
Yeah,
it
okay.
also makes sense to put it more.
There's no right, there's no really wrong. It's just a preference, personal preference.
Of course, like if your ships are sooner to finish the close fish, because if you are in that little corner, so long term it will be more inefficient than if you were to have the dock in the middle, because then your fishing ships always
definitely.
That's just a small minor thing to think about.
Yeah,
for now, I
but
think it's completely fine. Also, the dock is hidden. Like I didn't scout it, so that was well played. If I was at the front, I would have known that you had a dock there. And then that also played a part in me preparing land units, because I was like, okay, I did not see the dog. Maybe he might try to push me on land, because many people did, especially in this tournament. Like they ignored water and just pushed me on land, which tempted me into also go into like sort of military opening on land, which Lithuanians are perfectly equipped to do anyway. Like cheapest beer skirm,
yeah, that's true.
but that's faster beer skirm, the plus 100 food, and early fish eco, so that helps. Yeah, but I adapted because I sent 2 builds to gold. Because I was like, okay, if I'm going to put some pressure on you, then just distract you with some archer play, but let's see how it plays out.
So archer play for you.
Yeah, it's a range for now.
No, it's for skirm. Oh, you want to go...
Yeah,
I mean, my plan was my plan was to open with some archers to send him forward and harass him a little bit, because I saw that he wasn't walled and he had a woodline in the front. And here's something very important happens. He's doing the very good thing of killing my scout because he has more HP. I took a poor trade, but I just went around to see, does he have a military building? And just as my scout dies, I see that he's going for the range. Which, I was like, okay, if he goes range and I have water eco and he doesn't, if I just go for the defensive counter unit, then I'm just completely fine. Which, in this case, I abandoned my idea of going archers and I went for spear skirm. Because I have faster skirmishers, I have faster spears, so at this point, that's just, it's so hard to defend in lower elos as well.
Small
like
pause.
in general, like spear skirm is very strong.
yeah, definitely. And the reason I never went scouts is because I expecting him to expecting me that I will go for scouts. Because Berbers, of course, are known for as a cavalry tip. So I thought, okay, maybe I will throw in some archers and just try to survive until Castle Age. Because Castle Age is for me the most important age as a Berber player.
Yes.
That is true. Yeah, like you don't want to invest into military in feudal age a lot, because you
definitely.
Point, yeah. With Berbers, you always want a smooth transition to Castle Age as possible, which is once again, if you're not walled, spear skirm can just contest every resource you have. So that was kind of also in my mind, like maybe just to delay you in that regard. Yeah, I built 1 galley at the top just to be like, okay, let's try if he's contesting me. I should have sent this galley a bit more forward to see it. But I'm not sure. Have you seen my dock at that point? Did you know that I was fishing?
Yes.
No.
I knew you were fishing. I spotted it.
Yeah, okay.
And that's why I went for fire galleys again.
Yeah, right now you're sending them forward. I'm not sure. I think that's a mistake by me. Like sending the 1 galley out, having the awareness, but if I'm going for the galley, then I should scout on the shoreline. But I just left it there, like on the island, which doesn't really have value. Now you're arriving, I have to put my fishing ship on the side. And luckily for me, you did not find them. Because I got the notification from the galley that was here, and I just immediately sent them back to let them fish. the left corner. So one thing, what's going through my mind right now is, I was like, okay, shit, I fucked up. I have no military on water. He's already having 2 fires here, maybe 2 on the way. Let's defend here for a bit. I wasn't trying to win water here. I was trying to make you think that I fought, like, just fighting back a bit to make you invest. I was like, okay, I've had enough value from the fish. Let's make him over-invest or invest into water here and concentrate on transition to the land pressure. That was my game plan here. Because, like, my 4 or 5 fishing ship already paid out. Like, I'm happy with this. Like, I don't need to win water now. I'm sending army across the map now. Which, once again, if you only have a range and you have some archers, like, this is so hard to fight for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I just focus fire the
archers. And to be honest, at this point, I didn't knew that you got the range. I was assuming, yeah, whatever. I just only jumped here. So like I don't know. It was just at this point I did started tilting, but it just got worse.
Yeah, the power is the right idea here. But it's so hard. Like, you mixing in archers and me just being able to kill them very fast means I have more numbers, even if you went for skirms now, so it's very hard for you to defend this. But still, like, the tower is a good reaction. It keeps a lot safe there. I'm not sure what I'm trying to do here. You made, but by the way, I didn't even see this. At the bottom, you expanded to this little thing. I've not seen many people do this. Usually I just ignore it. But I think that's a pretty good play, because that's a lot of free resources. Maybe I have to adapt that into my play as well.
It was just like, okay, I wasn't up into farming. You at the top, you had the water control at the moment. I just said, yeah, I just need to get some free food as soon as possible. So I thought, yeah, okay, maybe he doesn't catch me at the downside, so I just take the opportunity.
That is perfect. Yeah, now your problems start arising because, like, my army, my pretty fast Lithuanian army, finds the resources, and there's not really much to do about it.
I was out of army. I just wanted to land on these tables.
And then you have to thank Hera for what I do next, because Hera's tip of just placing one unit to idle farms just by hitting the farms so the villager doesn't work on it. As soon as I realized you're not going for any more army, I was like, okay, let's put one spear on the berries to be annoying. Let's put one spear on a few of the farms just to generate extra value. And that has to be so annoying. Like, I don't see many people doing this, but I do this in all my games. Like, if I scout my if I get my opponent off one resource, if I get the builds going away from there, I just leave one ranged unit there. It doesn't matter if it's a crossbow or a skirm. I just leave one unit standing there to just completely annoy him. That's just what I do here. That's something I always do.
Yeah, and then you reached Castle Age earlier than me. You also went directly for Knights. Yeah, at this point, I was a bit panicking because I needed the camels now as soon as possible. I needed the relics, and think about everything at once. It was hard. It was definitely hard.
I was still under a lot of pressure here because I knew that you would counter with camels. So I was like, I need to be able to overwhelm you. Like, I knew that I had more eco from fishing, or I thought I had at least. And I thought that I might have an earlier Castle Age, and just spam the Knights basically. Like, just play for the map to not let you get to your camel numbers where you can easily fend them off. But you already have 3 stables up.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice to have the Berber bonus where you can, instead of 2 stable knights, the camels whatsoever, you can have 3. Like, and this was, I just needed mass. I just needed to mass it and not to get you the relics, and this was hard. This was really hard.
Yeah.
And as soon you got the first 2 relics, I knew I was really unhappy about it. Which we're gonna, yeah. you're just gonna keep on getting good fights. You get a mass, you gonna get massing knights. You
Hitting relics.
monkeys converting. Yeah.
I don't think
It
I
was
got
a
a
deal.
conversion.
Did they get a conversion? Maybe.
No, I didn't.
Oh. Yeah, I saw the relics. The relics are gone.
We're already on
And at this
2C.
point, yeah.
Yeah, and at this point, I think your cameras were a bit like, do I chase the monks or do I defend the knights? But you couldn't. If
Yeah,
you
it
chase the
was.
monks, your eco just completely falls apart. And this one, I was looking at the numbers and I was like, okay, I'm not sure I win this, but I should have decent numbers. If I win this fight, I think the game's over, and I kind of went for it.
Yeah, and this was at this moment where I knew you had the relics. I was watching the map, are the relics there? And I knew, no, they aren't. They are gonna kill me, and it's gonna be over soon.
Yeah, I think you resign any point now.
Yeah, and yeah, it was just tilt. It was just a tilt. If you can see, I did some unsportsmanship behavior, not typing in the GG and whatsoever. I was just at this moment, I was so annoyed because I was disappointed that I couldn't get no further in the tournament. I was sad that I didn't advance and then that come that far as I expected. Yeah, last time I was close to getting into the finals. I unfortunately lost 3-2 in my best of 5. Now 3-0 was just a kick in the balls. But on the other hand, it's just a community tournament. But to know that you could do much better is
I mean,
it's frustrating.
I get it. Like, it's just a community tournament, to quote you there. But I've talked to many people, and people are taking this tournament very serious. Like, the people are scouting, people are putting in practice. Like this is way more. Like, I think people are preparing way more for this than like they would for latter games. I think
yes, because we can prepare for this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because like this for me as well. And this is my first tournament I play in those like kind of settings, and I'm kind of sad to see the Colosseum go because I've really just gotten a taste of it, and now it's gone after this. But I really like it. Like it just adds an additional layer on top of everything, right? Like it's different maps. Like you can prepare beforehand. You can scout your opponent. All the whole draft thing with the maps and civs, and like it adds an extra dimension, I'd say, to the game, which makes it very interesting.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. And now this is my 4th tournament with Hera, and my 5th or 6th tournament overall, because I also play in. You have a German Discord where you also play some league games.
Oh,
by the way,
yeah. Sign me up for that.
I can even. I actually wanted to ask you: should I invite you because you are German too? Because
I'm looking for tournaments right now.
Like, I'm gonna send you the link after it.
It's John Slow Discord?
No, it's it's AoE 2 Germany. It's called.
I didn't even know that existed.
AoE 2 Germany.
AoE 2 Germany, exactly.
Oh yes, I'm already on it. I don't speak a lot of German, but
yeah, I just need. Yeah, I just can send you the link soon because you have time until next Thursday to register. You have 13 days time. So yeah, I can send you the link. You can register, and
nice.
maybe we'll get some kind of rematch.
I mean, yeah. If you want to practice, by the way, hit me up. Then we can play some games if you want for any tournament, for that matter.
Thank you. Because in the end, despite after I now calmed down and everything, I thought it was a good set. I was just very, very unhappy about everything that happened. Yeah, after that, it was just, it's as I said, it wasn't my first tournament. It was just now my 4th, 5th. I don't know. I don't never count, and I just got better and better with time. And I thought this time, the last Hera Colosseum, I need to win it. I need to win it to, have some satisfaction about it.
The thing is, I don't think you know, but at the start, like in the earlier stages of the tournament, I used to play practice set with Boyar. Because we were set to meet in round 1, but I had to forfeit, so our ways kind of split, and he went through the winner bracket and I through the loser bracket. So we kind of trained because we knew that we wouldn't meet so soon. And like even against Boyar, it was very close. Like, and I managed to beat him in some games. So I think I think it's also pretty unlucky for you to face him and then me, because I think if I if I didn't have the forfeit in the first round, then maybe some things in the opponents would have shifted. But
yeah, but that's just speculation.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true. But have you signed? Oh yeah, let's wrap this up for Baron real quick.
Yeah.
So next opponent is going to be Apache for you, Xardas.
Yeah, that is true. I've already scheduled with her. It's gonna be on Sunday, 15
perfect.
GMT. Sunday 15 GMT. This time I'm gonna try to make the lobby public. I'm not gonna do the same mistake again.
Perfect.
And maybe I don't know who's the host. I have to look at the bracket for that.
Apaches. No, you're the host.
It's you as host.
I'm the
Yes.
host? Okay, yeah. Then yeah. I don't know. I think you have you casted her last set?
I have cast 2 sets of Apache, 2 Apache sets.
I think I might have a look into those videos then, because I like from all my previous opponents, I knew a lot, but about her, I haven't heard anything.
Fun fact.
I might have a look through the games. Yeah.
Fun fact. I was eager to play her because I met her at ranked. We played Gold Rush, and yeah, I just won the set and the rank match. But I was so keen to get a rematch, like just to show that it wasn't just a mistake that I won. It wasn't the map.
Okay. Oh, you make on the you may What was I saying? Oh, you met on the ranked ladder.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you know by then that she was like part of the community?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I think those are going to be very interesting match. I think you have a similar play style, and she has also, like you, a very reduced idle TC time. I'm going to check this. Okay, who has the most?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a very close set. I don't think it's gonna be a 3-0, and I think I'm gonna have to step it up even more. Like not being as sloppy and not as shaky as I were in some of these matches, but I don't think just macroing my way out of the games with just pure economy boom and farm spam and low idle TC time will help me. Like I have to have clean builds, clean strategy if I want to beat her. So I'm very excited, and look, I'm for sure gonna prepare some stuff.
Do you want to add anything more?
No, thank you for casting. Thank you for having us, and I'm gonna leave the last word to you.
Yeah, I think everyone should one sentence in the end. Tell us how do you sum up the set?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I think it was very interesting. It showed me some weaknesses of my approaches and how I have to adapt to them. And also, I think you took a lot away from it. So I think this was a good set for anyone to watch.
Definitely. Baron?
Very nice set to watch. I was really waiting to watch it since Tuesday. And well, knowing the maps, you caught me by surprise because I didn't expect Arabia in second game, and didn't expect Aztecs, and I really like what you did with Aztecs.
Thanks. Even if it was enough, yeah. But yeah, just finish your sentence. Just finish your conclusion after that. I want to add something.
The last game was a bit shorter, and I don't like fighting against Lithuanian on the map with easily findable relics, and here Xardas really demonstrated why. Really nice set to watch, and to cast with you as a new experience with me. I'll talk a lot less, but I had your thought, and it was really interesting.
And this was kind of a cast / review, like
yes, more reviews than casting.
Yeah, but I think
definitely. yeah, because also people wrote to me advices, what I should have done, and so on. And I just wanted to give share my thoughts, you know. So
yeah, in the
that
end,
was good to have me.
it's just talking or thinking deeply about a game that we all love.
Okay.
So.
Sorry,
Definitely.
I'm completely missing the chat. Okay, so this is a good player, so that is a yes. And Janchez, you did a good job. Melan say to you, Janchez, you did a great job on those games.
Oh, thanks. I'm happy that at least someone was happy with my game. I wasn't.
I was
because
happy with your games. I mean,
again, sorry.
I was happy with your games. I really liked it.
Yeah, it was just what I was saying. The things that I was expecting for myself, it wasn't good enough for me. The result
Yeah.
was terrible for me. Yeah, I could have done much better. Yeah, I just wanted also to make a statement. Either way, I thought I got at least a 3-1, 3-2, and maybe if those, yeah. What it said in the end, what I haven't concluded yet. I also need to apologize a bit to Xardas personally because after the set, unfortunately, it had a bit of drama from my side because I was just unhappy with everything what happened, like the delays and so on. And yeah, after talking about this, we cleared the air. It was everything fine. Yeah, but in the end, I have to look at myself. I need to definitely what I say. To and I miss the word, man.
Okay.
Maybe to try to prepare myself better and yeah, just show in the next two tournaments what I'm really capable of. Because this what I shown in the set was nothing. Again,
Well, I
the
think
first time.
you're capable of a lot, man. Like, I completely believe in you.
Thanks, because as I said, game one, okay, Islands, no problem. It was my experience. If I get it a bit more down, maybe I could be a good Island player. Game two, okay. What can I say? Could I have done better? I think not, because at the end it was the timing. The timing was wrong. Game three, game three, it went to a disaster at the end because I just tilted that much up, and it wasn't the set wasn't a representation of what I'm really capable of because I know I can do much better, and that's all what I can say.
Yeah, maybe the future holds.
Maybe
somewhat
next
serious
tournament
like
I
that.
might be cast a game where you are happy by of yourself. I hope so.
Baron, you can cast AoE leagues that start in early May.
Yes, I won't be playing it, but I can cast it.
You can cast it definitely. Yeah.
Not all the games, but some.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would be cool. It was nice to have a chat with you guys. Definitely, it was
a
new experience.
Baron.
Yes.
Thank you for having us, and you can.
It was my
I'm gonna
pleasure.
leave the last words. I'm gonna leave the last words to you.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
going
the last
to
words I use.
stop the stream too. So thank you to come for the. Thank you for having you here. I don't know what to say. Thanks for being here today, and thanks for viewers too. We had some.
Yeah, I
And
hope you
I'm
had some
going
interesting
to
gameplay
cut
for the
everything
watchers.
and see you another time.
Yeah.
So bye Xardas, bye Janchez, and bye viewer. See you.
Bye bye.
Yeah, guys.